I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Columbus Aviators and the Chicago Cougars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Throwing to start the drive. Gold. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Gold. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hartman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Let's go. 10-2 start. Left coming, left coming. Not today, you want. Not today.
To throw on 2nd down. Gold got his man complete over the middle. It's Sherman. And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
On third down, Gold. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Matt Patricia here on fourth down, sending out the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. On first down, Monroe. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Off the bootleg. Godwin. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Godwin. And it's complete. Henry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on first down. Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Godwin finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Godwin. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and he hoped to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
He's got Mason complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Let's go.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Monroe. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. from the gun on third down. Godwin, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. How about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Gold. That's complete to White. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken at the 18.
That's it, buddy. We got one.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, That's all you're looking for, but he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
70, Indy.
To throw on third down. Gold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Godwin. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Godwin. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Godwin. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Back to throw. Gold throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Gold over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Gold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Godwin. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Mason. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Godwin looking left sideline, incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Godwin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Mike 51, man, that's trash.
On 1st and 10, Godwin. Complete. It's Henry. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, Godwin. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Godwin and caught by Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the visiting Jaguars who were able to come away with the road victory. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens.
And we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Lamar Jackson, a touchdown pass in the victory. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw. Godwin. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Monroe. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Godwin. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's a first down throw that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run on the draw, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Godwin. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So out comes the field goal team once more. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 12 all. Well, no touchdowns, but field goals, field goals, field goals. Another one. He's now hit 4, and that's all we've seen, kickers.
You know, the points on the board still count. Doesn't matter how they're scored, right? And we give these guys a ton of grief, don't we? Are they real players? They're real players when you need those points on the board, aren't they? And that's what we've seen in this game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Ready? 8, read. Slant. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
50, plant. Double tight, guys, double tight. Even. 4 down, even. 5.
Off the play fake. Gold. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Gold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. On first down, Gold. Throw left side, complete. It's Hartman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On second down now. It's Parsons. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Matt Patricia here on 4th down, sending out the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Godwin. Henry's got it out on the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Looking to throw. Godwin. And right side, Henry's got it. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Back to throw. Godwin. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Gold.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. He's got a man. Complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys have once again taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Godwin. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receiver.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing on first down. Godwin. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he will take it in for the touchdown. In for the score. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Gold. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. To throw on third down. Gold. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet. Not
a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
8-3.
On first and 10, Gold. He's got White here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Back to throw. Gold is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, Gold. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Gold, right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Second and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of a
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7, and he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun. Gold. He's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Monroe. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Monroe. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sherman. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hartman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. Through an opening, and there he goes. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Now the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The defense once more getting set to do battle as they head back out. They may have not played their best. Bottom line, I guess, though, they're going to get the win.
And that's all that counts when you really get down to it, winning the ball game. Do they want to do it with style? Do they want to do it with aplomb? Of course. But bottom line, get the win, then you worry about everything else from there on out.
They're going to get that W for sure. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So